गुरवे गौरचंद्राय राधिकाय तदालये कृष्णाय कृष्णभक्ताय तद्भक्ताय नमो नमः. Hare Krishna, dear devotees. So welcome to our weekly Saturday satsang. So every week we are discussing Sri Bhagavad Gita. We are studying Sri Bhagavad Gita since last few months. So we have reached only the second chapter, 38th verse. So today we will take a pause and we will glorify that Acharya because of his costless mercy. All of us are today sitting here. Today is very, very auspicious day, very important day for all of us. I would say more important than Janmashtami, more important than Gaura Purnima or even Radhashtami. The reason is that how we know about Krishna, how we came to know about Krishna, how we started celebrating Janmashtami, Radhashtami or Gaura Purnima, how we came to know about Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, how we came to know about Sri Bhagavad Gita, Srimad Bhagavatam, Chaitanya Charitamrita. So we should know that, right? So it's because of one person, one single person, single-handedly who has started this Hare Krishna movement many, many years back. Because of his costless mercy, all of us are sitting here today. That Acharya who has completely transformed this world and spreaded Krishna consciousness across the globe in a span of just 11 to 12 years. And that is only one and only Srila Prabhupada. His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Maharaj, Srila Prabhupada. He is the Jagat Guru. Why he is called Jagat Guru? Jagat Guru means he has not only preached in India, he was traveling across the world and preaching Krishna consciousness, giving Hare Krishna Mahamantra, giving Srimad Bhagavatam, Sri Bhagavad Gita to everybody. Not seeing who is qualified, who is not qualified. So Srila Prabhupada is not just an Acharya. There are so many Acharyas in this world who has already, who came many years back, maybe 1,000 years back, 2,000 years back. There are so many Acharyas. We can see many Acharyas are coming, different Sampradayas. There are so many bona fide Acharyas, no doubt. But our Srila Prabhupada, His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Maharaj, Abhay Charanaravinda Bhaktivedanta Swami Maharaj, Srila Prabhupada is very, very special among all the other Acharyas. So today marks his disappearance day. Disappearance or appearance is very, very important in the sense why we have to celebrate disappearance day. Appearance day means when our Acharya is taking or coming to this world, we celebrate or we call it as birthday in our material words. But appearance means somebody who is even Krishna's appearance. We say Krishna is not taking birth; he is appearing, right? Avatar. Similarly, all our acharyas, they are not ordinary people. They are not ordinary human beings. They are coming from the spiritual world, representing Krishna. Because Krishna's mercy is coming in different ways. Krishna is coming as Srimad Bhagavatam. He is coming as holy names, Hare Krishna Mahamantra. He is coming as Acharyas also. In the sense, not literally he is coming, but he is empowering. He is empowering his pure devotees and sending here for all of us. So many Acharyas have come in this world, since time immemorial, we can say. But our Srila Prabhupada is very, very special because he is that Acharya who has tirelessly traveled all over the world, all over the globe, almost 14 times, and was selflessly giving Krishna consciousness. There is no Acharya in the past, there will not be any Acharya in the future also, for sure. Because he is such an empowered representative of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has predicted that in the coming years, this Hare Krishna or Krishna consciousness will be spreaded all over the world. He wanted actually that to happen, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And that was one of the reasons of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's appearance also, external reason to give Krishna consciousness. And our acharyas in the line, they were all all of them contributed in this. And in 1896, Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur, who is the father and Shiksha Guru of Srila Saraswati Thakur Prabhupada. So Saraswati Thakur Prabhupada is the guru of our Prabhupada. So Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur, he was such a great soul. He is considered to be the 7th Goswami, such a great personality. He actually revived all this Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's movement actually, because there was a decline of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's movement. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came 500 years before. He is none other than Krishna. He is Avatari Purush. He is the perfection of all incarnations. He is the perfection of all incarnations. We would say like that. Our acharyas glorify Mahaprabhu like that. He is more merciful than Krishna. He came in the form or in the mood of a devotee, and he was giving Krishna consciousness to everybody. Without any consideration of caste, creed, time, place, circumstance, qualification, disqualification, nothing. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, that Mahaprabhu, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu wanted this Krishna consciousness to be all over the world. So he has sent different associates from the spiritual world. And Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur, he was one of the main pillar of our movement. So there was a time when Mahaprabhu's teachings, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's, this Gaudiya Vaishnavism, there was a decline phase of Gaudiya Vaishnavism. Because there were so many apasampratayas, distorted Mahaprabhu's teachings were going on, distorted mood was even spreading. So Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur, he came and he revived everything back. He established the actual teachings of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So when the movement was declining, but he came and revived it. But he tried his best when he was here. When he was in this world, Bhaktivinoda Thakur is not an ordinary person. He is again from the spiritual world. So he was praying to Krishna, "Oh Krishna, please send somebody to help me. I need more army, because I am now struggling. I mean, I am just alone now, fighting for it, fighting to re-establish Gaudiya Vaishnavism, this Krishna consciousness movement, because this Krishna consciousness movement is the movement of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, not our Prabhupada or not Gaudiya Mutts or or ISKCONs. It is Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's movement. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has started this. He started preaching Krishna consciousness. So we are in the same movement. This Mahaprabhu's movement is Krishna's movement. So Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur was praying to Krishna, "Please send somebody, empowered person, somebody from your associate, from your Nitya Parshads. Please send me somebody, so that he can assist me in this." And by Krishna's divine mercy, he got a son. He got many sons, and one of the greatest personality came as his son. Is none other than Srila Saraswati Thakur Prabhupada. Saraswati Thakur Prabhupada was Simha Guru. He was such a strong, bold, scholarly such a great personality. There was no Acharya like him, actually, also. He was multilingual. He knows many languages. His English is extraordinary. We can't even understand. If you take Brahma Samhita, the small book, English translation, you need to have an Oxford dictionary next to you. Otherwise, you will not understand. Such a great personality. He had written a book for astrology. In fact, that is the reference book in the astrology called as Surya Siddhanta. He was such a great astrologer, such a great devotee, and he was very bold. He was very bold in preaching also. So he came to help Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur. And during the time, in 1896, this is very mysterious also. See the divine arrangement of Krishna. In 1896, Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur wrote a book, and he had already written a book which is called as Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's Life and Precepts. He wrote a book in English about the life of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, and he sent a copy of that book to McGill University in Canada, to Canada actually. So you just think about it. A book about Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is in English language is going to Canada, to the one university, to the professors there, to keep in the library and also to be part of their theology, department basically. So, and that same year actually, so we can see that Mahaprabhu is going to Paschatya Rajya, or we can say Western country, in 1896. In the same year, our Srila Prabhupada appeared. The same year. So that was the beginning of the revival of Krishna consciousness and spreading of Krishna consciousness across the globe. So our Prabhupada, in 1896, he appeared in Calcutta to Shriman Gaur Mohan De and Srimati Rajani De. So from the childhood, Prabhupada was completely devoted. He was a pure devotee because his father is a pure devotee. So he had got all the facilities to worship Krishna, and his family was very supportive. So from the childhood, he had deities also. He had deities given by his father. So he used to, Radha Krishna deities he used to serve them every day. And he even had conducted small mini Ratha Yatras in the same village. So he did so many things. So many details are there whenever we get time, when we study Srila Prabhupada Leela Amrita. Sometime in future we will go through all this in detail. Then, as the time passes, he studied in the school and then he went to college and he joined Mahatma Gandhi's movement during that time. And he had devotion in his heart. But there is a phase in our life wherein we will be focusing more on studies and college and etc. because we need to build a career. We need to have a grihastha life. So same, our Prabhupada also, he studied nicely. He graduated from a nice college, and he married in 1918, and he entered into the grihastha life, and he had children also. And in 1922, he is meeting his spiritual master Srila Saraswati Thakur Prabhupada for the first time. That also, so many details are there. We are not going to details. So the day he met him, some feelings came into his heart, Prabhupada's heart. He was thinking, this is my spiritual master. I have seen so many sannyasis before, because there were so many sannyasis who used to visit Prabhupada's house, because Prabhupada's father used to invite many sadhus to his home. And whenever any sadhu is visiting their home, our Gaur Mohan Dev tells them that, please bless my child, my boy, Abhay, to become a pure devotee of Radharani. So that was the blessing Prabhupada's father was asking the sadhus. So finally he is meeting, our Prabhupada is meeting his spiritual master, and the day when he felt that, I have seen so many gurus, I have seen so many sannyasis, but he is very special, something very special. I think he is my spiritual master. Then there are so many details, And in 1933 actually he is taking his initiation. Before that he was in connection, he was in touch with Srila Saraswati Thakur Prabhupada, but officially he is taking initiation in 1933. And during that time, before that, he had big business, pharmaceutical business, and he was having a company actually. So he was earning a lot money also. But somehow what happened is that by 1933, all his businesses were failing actually. He had a big loss in the business. Literally, he became, pauper. That was the stage. He was struggling for, livelihood. That is Krishna's divine arrangement, because Krishna has a different plan for Prabhupada. he is not to become a millionaire or pharmacy businessman or like an Ambani. He could have become, but that was not the plan for Krishna. For Krishna, Krishna wanted Prabhupada to become the Jagat Guru. So he had a higher plan. So all the material things, that will happen if Krishna's mercy is always. Krishna is saying that my supreme mercy is that I will take away everything. Harishye dhanam shaye. He will take away everything, all the material attachments, and completely then that devotee will become completely attached to Krishna. So that divine arrangement happened, and Prabhupada was now, getting detached from all these things. And in 1936, our Prabhupada is writing a letter to Srila Saraswati Thakur Prabhupada. So that time, Srila Saraswati Thakur Prabhupada was in Jagannath Puri. He was staying in Chatak Parvat. Chatak Parvat is a place in Jagannath Puri. When Mahaprabhu was here, when Mahaprabhu used to see, Chatak Parvat is a place where, you can see sand, big sand dunes. In our country here in UAE, we know there are so many sand dunes. Whenever Mahaprabhu is seeing anything like that, anything like a hill, he remembers Govardhan. So by seeing Chatak Parva, Mahaprabhu used to run and and just roll on the ground of Chatak Parvat and embrace Chatak Parvat. Oh, Ha Krishna, Ha Krishna, Ha Krishna. By chanting Krishna's names, holy names. Kaha Mora Pranadad Murali Vadan, Kaha Pau Kaha Karu Vrajendra Nandan. Like that, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu used to cry. So by seeing Chatak Parvat, he used to embrace, he used to go and run towards Chatak Parvat, thinking that it is Govardhan. So the same Chatak Parvat, our Srila Saraswati Thakur Prabhupada, he was residing in that place during his last days. This is Prabhupada Saraswati Thakur's last few months or years basically. So our Prabhupada, he is writing a letter to his spiritual master, saying that, my dear spiritual master, I really don't know what to do, because I am not getting your association. There are so many disciples with you who are serving you personally, but I am such a fool, I am such an unfortunate person, I am not getting an opportunity to serve you. I am sitting somewhere here, I am trying to make my business, but I am failing everywhere. I am not able to do any service to you, oh my spiritual master. What I will do? Please help me, please advise me, what should I do? Srila Saraswati Thakur Prabhupada, when he saw this letter, he was happy, and he wrote a reply back saying that, my dear Abhay Babu, Abhay Charan Das, you don't have to worry about anything. You don't have to be with me physically. I am giving you instructions. Already I have given you instruction before also, but I am reiterating the same instruction to you. You are an educated young man. You know English. Please write books. Please publish books. Distribute the books. And take this Hare Krishna Mahamantra and Srimad Bhagavatam, this Krishna consciousness, to the Western countries and all over the world. This is my instruction. If you follow this, you are with me. You don't have to be physically with me. Because there are two types of service to Guru, Vapu Seva and Vani Seva. Vapu Seva means we are serving physically Guru. And that has got some limitation. Of course, that is very glorious. Not everybody gets a chance, for sure. That's very glorious. But there is a limitation, because we can do Vapu Seva as long as our spiritual master is in this planet. When he is going back to Godhead, we don't have him physically, right? But Vani Seva is eternal. The instruction of spiritual master is always there. Always. So he wrote that, don't worry, this is my desire. If you can fulfill this desire of mine, I'll be very happy. I'll be very pleased. Reading that letter, our Prabhupada, he was very happy. He got some more encouragement. He got some empowerment from his spiritual master. Then he thought, I got initiation in 1933. Now it's 36. I met my spiritual master in 22, 10 years back, 11 years back. Still I have not done anything. So I need to do now something. He started planning. By the time his business was completely devastating, he was preparing himself. 1944, he started writing magazine, Back to God magazine. So our Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Prabhupada, he also had a magazine actually during his time. So our Prabhupada started writing books by writing this magazine, publishing these magazines. But who was there to support him? Nobody to support. So he had written so many scripts or so many articles, but there is nobody to publish. Somebody has to publish or somebody should sponsor. Prabhupada doesn't have anything. He is pauper. He doesn't have money. Somebody should accept this and also they should be ready to print and publish it. So he needs some money, but no support from anybody. He was struggling actually. Then he understood that this is not going to happen now. If I'm sitting like this, I need to get out of all this. I want to get out of all my grihastha responsibilities. So by 1950 he's moving out from his home and taking vanaprastha. And he's coming to Delhi directly, because Delhi was a very prominent place, capital of India, and definitely he had a plan to write magazine and distribute, etc. And eventually from Delhi he's coming to Vrindavan. So he is meeting his godbrothers, the disciples of Srila Saraswati Thakur Prabhupada, and he stays in Vrindavan actually. Then Vrindavan became his home. Then he often travels to Delhi for books, but he did not have anybody. So in 1952 he is publishing the first Back to Godhead magazine by the mercy of one person whose name was Kumar Jain. He gave some donation to Prabhupada for he actually had a press. So Prabhupada went there, sat in the press every day. He stays there morning to night to see. Then he is the person who is writing the article. He is the person who is editing it. He is the person who is checking the prints. He is the person who is getting the prints and stapling or binding it. Everything Prabhupada is doing alone. Just imagine, dear devotees. And he is taking those prints, those magazines to the streets of Delhi, the marketplaces of Delhi, where there are so many tea shops where people used to drink tea. Now currently we may be seeing only Starbucks and all this cafeteria, but there was a time where there were so many tea shops, small tea shops. Even if you go to some village, we can see now also, but in the cities I am not sure. In Delhi during that time, 1950s, there were so many tea shops in the markets. So he used to go to the main markets, go to the tea shops with these printouts, with these magazines, Back to Godhead magazine, where he has written about Krishna, where he has beautifully explaining about Krishna consciousness and so many things. Literally he was going to each and every tea shop and giving the people who are drinking tea, he will give this magazine and get some 1 rupee for that. If somebody will give, somebody will not give. Somebody in front of him will tear the magazine and throw away on his face. Sometimes some tea shop, they will get this magazine and use it as a to take the utensils from the stove and for those stuffs, for cleaning the places. use this magazine in front of Prabhupada. Just imagine how much effort he was taking, how many years of effort. He's seeing everything, but he was tolerating. He was tolerating everything, praying to Krishna, completely depending on Krishna. Oh Krishna, now this is the phase, I understand. This is all your pastime, I understand. But I will not give up. I will not give up. Oh, Srila Prabhupada used to cry and weep. And 1959, he decided to take sannyas. He understood that if I have to preach, if I have to go to Western countries, because that is one of the instruction of my spiritual master, then I need to take a different ashram. This ashram, Grihastha ashram, will not be helping me. So I need to take sannyas. Then he decided, and he took sannyas, and in Vrindavan he stayed in Radha Damodar temple for many years. From that is the place everything began. This Krishna consciousness movement is budding from the Radha Damodar temple of Srila Jiva Goswami, where our Srila Rupa Goswami Samadhi Mandir is there. This is not the same Radha Damodar temple we see today. It was not like that. Now it is full building, right? Before it was not like. If you see old photos of Sri Radha Damodar temple, it's beautiful. Beautiful. Srila Prabhupada had a small room there. Now also we can see that small room. There is a small room where he used to sit, where he used to sleep. He used to write books also there. And there is a small kitchen also. And from the kitchen window, if you see, he can see the Samadhi Mandir of Srila Rupa Goswami. Samadhi of Srila Rupa Goswami. Every single day, Prabhupada, every single day, he used to sweep the entire temple compound. So he used to sweep Samadhi of Rupa Goswami and pray and cry in front of Rupa Goswami. See, he is in the late 60s now. He's in the 60s now, late 60s. He's getting old. Sweeping the floor of the Radha Damodar temple, sweeping the Samadhi of Srila Rupa Goswami and crying to Rupa Goswami and Sanatan Goswami, praying, oh please Rupa Sanatan Goswami, please help me. I have got a big task given by my Guru Maharaj, that I have to go to the Western countries and spread Krishna consciousness, write books, publish it, translate Srimad Bhagavatam into English language, and go and preach travel and preach Krishna consciousness across the globe. This is the instruction from my Guru Maharaj. I don't know what to do. Please help me. He used to weep and cry. There people used to see this. In the Prabhupada, one of the devotee who was staying, another devotee who was a local Brajavasi, he used to see this Swamiji is every single day is crying, sweeping the floor of Rupa Goswami Samadhi and crying and praying and loudly shouting in the sense crying and weeping and begging Rupa Goswami, please help me. One day, what happened? Srila Rupa Goswami came in Srila Prabhupada's dream and told Prabhupada, you don't have to worry. You don't have to worry. My dear Abhay Charan, Abhay Charan, he was already a sannyasi that time. You don't worry about anything. We are with you. You just walk. We are with you behind. Don't worry. We are with you behind. You just go. Prabhupada was so encouraged after that dream. He got so much inspiration because he saw Rupa Goswami in front of him and giving all blessing. He said, Rupa Goswami said, not only me, all the Goswamis are with you. Don't worry, you go. We are with you. Then Prabhupada understood that, yes, this is the time. Now it's the time for me to move out of Vrindavan. If I'm staying here, I will not be able to preach Krishna consciousness. I will not be able to travel. Then he planned, he started. Meantime, he had already translated first canto of Srimad Bhagavatam. So he had a few copies with you. So he wanted to take that also. So how to go to Western country, he doesn't know. Somehow he is approaching one businessman, one business family in Calcutta, Sumati Morarji family, begging, requesting them, can you please help me to go to US? Huh? Because they had shipping company. So they every month there is some ships going to US to to take some articles. It's actually goods ship, not passenger ship basically. It's a goods ship. So she said, we can't take you because this is not a passenger ship. You can't sit there. And it's not only that, it's a 40, 37, 40 days you need to be in the sea. Arabian Sea, Indian Ocean, and Atlantic Ocean. Then you are reaching. It's too much travel for you. You are already 70 years old. What are you going to do? You will die, she said. Prabhupada said, no. I may die. I don't care if I die also. But this is the instruction of my spiritual master. This is the desire of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. I have to do this. He had full determination. So every single day Prabhupada goes there and staying and begging her every single day. She initially said, we can't do this because we don't want to take any risk because you might lose your life while this, because journey through sea is not easy even for a healthy person, and you are a very old person. And what are you going to do there? Who do you know anybody there? She is asking. She was a very nice lady actually. She was a very pious lady. Out of compassion, out of love, she is asking Prabhupada, who is there to help you? Prabhupada said, I don't have anybody. Then what are you going to do there? Prabhupada said, I don't know. I have complete faith in Krishna. I have complete faith in my spiritual master's words. He is empowering me. Let me see what I can do there. Seeing the determination of a 70-year-old man, she was really impressed. She said, okay, we will help you. Then she gave one small space for him to sit. So Prabhupada is going with 40 rupees, Indian rupees, 40 rupees. And he had a suitcase which is full of Srimad Bhagavatam, one or two few copies he had, translations, and all Acharya's commentaries with him, and he had a Govardhan Shila and couple of dresses, that's all, nothing more. And something to cook, for him to cook prasadam, khichdi. Some small utensil he had. That's all. Nothing else. With 40 rupees he is going with this suitcase. So it is mentioned that 37 days it took to reach the US, Boston Harbor. So 37 days means it's too much for Prabhupada. Too much for anybody. So after reaching there, he doesn't know what to do, turn right or left. So many details there. I wish to speak, but we don't have time. So the captain of the ship, he mentioned that I have been sailing the ship for many, many years now, but I have never ever seen Atlantic Ocean to be so peaceful like this. This is the first time I am seeing. Because Krishna, Srimad Bhagavad, Prabhupada, the pure devotee is there. Srimad Bhagavatam is with him. Govardhan Shila is there. Chaitanya Charitamrita is there. Krishna is there. So Prabhupada understood that it is Krishna was there with us. If he is with us, then what Atlantic Ocean can do? He is sleeping in the ocean, milk ocean. What this small ocean can do? Nothing. Somehow. Why? Krishna's divine mercy. And he had 2 heart attacks also in between. Somehow he survived by Krishna's arrangement, and he reached somehow in Boston Harbor. He doesn't know where to go now. Right or left or straight or back. I don't know. See this. Just imagine a 70-year-old person going to a place in 1965 in US. Not many Indians are there. In fact, very, very small number of people. Not many. Now we can see so many Indians there. So many businessmen, so many, IT professionals and all. But that 1965, hardly few. And he was the only Gaudiya Vaishnava there that time. And he's going with 40 rupees. That is not even $1. What he is going to do with that? So many things happened. And somehow he had one person who tried to help him initially. And through that, he somehow came into He's one of the city of USA. He was staying there with them, a family, small Indian origin but settled in US. He stayed with them, but they were cooking meat and he was sharing the same fridge. Prabhupada used to stay there. He had a small bed there. See, but somehow he was managing, tolerating everything. Then somehow, by Krishna's mercy, he is moving to New York actually. So New York, he one person helped him to stay with him actually. He had a small room, so Prabhupada got a chance to stay with him. But he was like he was very much interested in Prabhupada's mission and Prabhupada's this philosophy initially, but he had a bad habit of taking drugs. This person. So one day, even Prabhupada, he used to train him nicely. He was nicely grooming actually by Prabhupada, but somehow because he had not left all these bad habits. One day, because of the high dose of some drug, he was really crazy, and this man took the pistol and he was aiming at Prabhupada. He was about to shoot him actually. Our Prabhupada, 70-year-old Prabhupada, he took in one hand his typewriter and other hand his suitcase of Bhagavatam, and he was running in the streets, Bowery streets of New York. That is the street, most notorious, street till today, New York. And 1965, we don't have to tell, because that is the time when hippie movement started. So everything was these hippies. I mean, in the sense, the children who are almost above 15 years, they will be completely out of their home. Then they started doing whatever they feel. Nobody is there to question them. So it's a different, different altogether. The world was the Kali Yugas, that Prabhav was starting. Hippie movement was starting from that time actually. That was in the peak. That was the peak time. And Prabhupada going through the Bowery streets of New York City was the most dangerous place where so many drug addicts, so many thefts are happening still till today. Few months back, we were fortunate to go to New York. So we were actually me and my wife, we went there actually. So we could see how all these places basically Prabhupada were his matchless gift shop. So what is happening is that he is running. I will just come to that. He is running with his suitcases and typewriter. Somehow he knew one person. His name was Carl, and somehow he went there to his apartment and told him that I am in trouble now. This is what happened. Please help me. So Carl said, okay, no problem. He had a very small apartment. He said, Swamiji, you can adjust here for some days. No problem. You can stay with us. They had a very small place, but Carl agreed to, accommodate Prabhupada there. He stayed there for a few days, for some time. But his wife Carl's wife was not interested actually. She doesn't wanted Prabhupada to stay there. Prabhupada understood that. He requested Carl, can you find some other place for me? I wanted to move from here because your wife is not comfortable. I understand that. So then Carl, he is meeting Michael, another person. He is later he is becoming Mukunda Das Michael, Prabhupada's disciple. So he actually arranged this storefront, which is called as Matchless Gift. Today also we call it as, we can see that Matchless Gift storefront in the New York, 26 2nd Avenue. Beautiful. That store is now that Matchless Gift shop. A small storefront actually is now under ISKCON by Krishna's mercy. So there's a beautiful divine place. Very small but very divine, because everything started from that small room. Everything started from there. Prabhupada, he stayed there. He used to put notice in front of this Matchless Gift shop, Bhagavad Gita class. Who knows what is Bhagavad Gita? Nobody knows anything. That was the time when all these, LSD people, all these drug addicts or hippies, they were looking for some higher drugs, no, so that they will become, they will get more, they can go high. So Prabhupada, they were searching for many things actually. They were exploring many things. So somehow few people started coming to here actually, Prabhupada's room, seeing what is there inside. Some street boys like hippies, they will just enter because they don't have any home, they don't have anything to eat. If somebody is giving or they may steal, this is their job, and full time in high drugs. Prabhupada is sitting there. Prabhupada, whoever is coming, Prabhupada will welcome them and give them nice sweets or some prasadam. So people started, this hippies started coming to this matchless gift shop, storefront, just to eat some prasadam. That's all. Free food they are getting. Prabhupada used to cook for them. And in between, Prabhupada speaks about Krishna. He speaks about the philosophy. And he advises them, and you should not live like this. You have got a human form. You should not waste. Slowly, gradually, people, some people got some interest. In between, what happened? Everything stopped also. So Prabhupada was sitting there. Then Prabhupada thought, okay, people will be now interested to take up some, and know the science of Krishna. So he started the class, Bhagavad Gita class. He wrote a notice and pasted there outside, saying that every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, from 5 p.m. onwards, Bhagavad Gita class is there. Like that, he posted some notice. Nobody is turning up. Nobody is coming. Nobody is interested to come and sit in the class. People may come. Sometimes hippies will come and eat prasadam, and they will just throw the plate there and go. And Prabhupada he used to wash the utensils, everything, their prasadam, their plates also, because they don't know anything, right? No culture for them. They don't take bath. They don't cut hairs. They don't know any culture. And Prabhupada was tolerating everything, thinking that my only goal in my life is to give Krishna consciousness. I don't care about any facilities. I don't want anything. Comforts. Just imagine, who can do this? 70-year-old man, sannyasi Paramahamsa, pure devotee coming from Vrindavan. Unimaginable. Then when the Bhagavad Gita class started, nobody came. So for the first few weeks, nobody turned up. But Prabhupada will sit there in the Vyasasana, but nobody is there to listen. But Prabhupada used to keep a dictaphone to record his classes. But even though nobody was present for the first 2 weeks, he used to record that in the tape recorder, in the dictaphone. And that became, dear devotees, the introduction to Bhagavad Gita, 40 pages. Now what we have in the Bhagavad Gita as it is. When Prabhupada was speaking Harikatha, speaking Bhagavad Gita, but no audience, though he had put notice, nobody turned up, that was recorded, and that became Bhagavad Gita introduction later on, during the next edition. Prabhupada had already translated before, but introduction, everything came later, in the later stage. He had translated the Bhagavad Gita verses and purports. He has written purports. This introduction came later on. And that was just these 2 weeks with no audience, only the tape recorder he had. Everything began from there. And people started coming there slowly, gradually. Prabhupada used to, sometimes 20, 30 people will come. Prabhupada cooks for everybody and feed them, serve them, and wash all the plates also. They will not do anything. Prabhupada used to do everything for them, thinking that today or tomorrow they will become devotees. And out of compassion, he was encouraging them somehow. So few of them, started coming regularly. Few of them started taking Krishna consciousness little seriously. A few of them, left. And Prabhupada, whoever is interested, Prabhupada was encouraging them. And, nicely he used to, encourage them. And even initiation also he started giving. So just before these episodes, he used to go to Tompkins Square Park again. It's close to this matchless gift, not very far, maybe within the 1-2 kilometers only. It's walking distance only. We had a fortune to go there also. When we went there also, when we enter into Tompkins Square Park, it's like it's not the park as we imagine, as we think. There are so many benches where all these drug addicts. We can see people, hippies are sitting still there. We have to go through that. So much of ganja smell, and I still have those smell now in my nose. I feel still. We have to walk through that, and then still that beautiful tree is there, old Hare Krishna tree, where Prabhupada, he used to sit there every single day in that park, Tompkins Square Park, from 2 p.m. to 5 p.m. and do kirtan. Same melody, what Prabhupada sings. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. He used to sing this same melody for 3 hours every single day. All the people visiting the park, all of them are either drunken or either with the drugs. So they used to, Prabhupada is singing, they used to dance there like that. Some people will bring some instruments and play with this. Prabhupada had a kartal, and after some time he got some drum also. Not even a proper mridangam, but a small kind of drum and kartal. That's all. The same melody. People started coming, getting attracted to this. And some people who are attending his kirtan started coming to the storefront also, matchless gift. So many things happened. Everything began from the dear devotees. We don't have time. I have only 5 more minutes. I wish if I had 3 hours. But anyway, everything started from there. From zero he started. And you know what happened in few years, in 11 years, magic happened. In the sense, in 11 years, 108 temples came, more than 100 centers came, and now currently we have more than 1,000 centers, more than 300 or 600 temples across the world. Everything was done single-handedly by Srila Prabhupada. Everything single-handedly. He used to cook. He used to chant. He used to chant 1 round of Hare Krishna Mahamantra 108 times on each bead, and give to his disciples as an initiation bead, mala. He used to do this. He had done so many marriage ceremonies, because there are so many girlfriend boyfriends also with Prabhupada. So they were not ready to get married. Prabhupada said, no, you can't live just like that. If you want to practice Krishna consciousness properly, you should get married. No illicit, nothing. Then Prabhupada used to do fire sacrifice and do marriage ceremonies, dear devotees. And so many funny pastimes also there, but I am not going to that. I don't want to spoil that mood. So many funny things also happened in between. How these disciples doesn't know anything actually. So Prabhupada did that. He completely came out of his comfort zone. He was a sannyasi, but he did so many things. For what? To give Krishna consciousness to everybody. Selflessly he was doing this. To fulfill the mission of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, to fulfill the desire of his spiritual master. Nothing else. He did not have any other desire other than that. He took all the troubles for all of us, dear devotees. And in when he was in Boston, when he came, he has written a beautiful prayer actually, wherein he is writing that Aniyacho Jati Prabhu, Amare Nachate, Nachavo Prabhu, Nachavo Se Mate. Is in Bengali. He's writing to Krishna saying that Krishna, I am just a puppet in your hands. You are the puppeteer, I am just a puppet. You make me dance the way you want. I don't know what I have to do here. You brought me to this Western country. I don't know whether I should turn right or left, or I don't know. You brought me here. You now take. You do whatever you want. You make me dance the way you want. I am just a puppet. This is how Prabhupada was so surrendered to Krishna, so surrendered to his spiritual master. Because of that was the success of Prabhupada. He never ever had thought, he never ever thought that it is because of me everything is happening. 108 temples, so many disciples, I'm traveling 14 times in the globe, around the globe. He did not think anything. He is completely dedicating. You see, he always says, it's not, I am not doing, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is doing, my spiritual master Srila Saraswati Thakur Prabhupada is doing. I am just a puppet in their hands. That was the mode of Prabhupada. And he gave us Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Srila Prabhupada gave us so many gifts actually, and there are 4 important gifts he has given. One is Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. If Srila Prabhupada was not here, how we will know about Chaitanya Mahaprabhu? How we will know about the glories of Radharani? Because Chaitanya Mahaprabhu only, brought that Radha Tattva to this world actually. So if Mahaprabhu, we will not be knowing about Mahaprabhu. We will not be getting Hare Krishna Mahamantra. So he gave us Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. He gave us Hare Krishna Mahamantra. Harer Nama Evai Kevalam. Hare Krishna Mahamantra is the Yuga Dharma. Srila Prabhupada gave us. He gave us books. Bhagavad Gita, Srimad Bhagavatam, Chaitanya Charitamrita. All these books he translated into English and wrote beautiful transcendental purports. Sleepless nights. He used to sleep only 2 hours every day. He used to sit after long meetings, going there, preaching and coming back, sitting at 12 o'clock to 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock, writing purports. Just imagine. And in front of him, there are so many Acharya's commentary referring to that and writing purports. In between, taking a break and chanting, getting some, empowerment by chanting Hare Krishna Mahamantra, keeping his bead bag aside, referring to the purports, referring to different Acharya's commentaries and writing and dictating his Bhaktivedanta purports. Dear devotees, and we are reading that, we are studying that. It is Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada used to tell, my purports are, Bhaktivedanta purports are my spiritual ecstasies. Hare Krishna. Prabhupada, there is nobody like him. There is nobody like Prabhupada. Dear devotees, we have got everything everything with us. Prabhupada has given everything. During that time, Prabhupada did not have internet. He did not have anything, because now everything is revolving around internet. Correct? No chat GPT, no Google, nothing. No Vedabase, no books. We have everything, dear devotees. We have a big Rajboga plate offered to Krishna, and Prabhupada has given us Maha Prasadam of this big Rajboga plate, which has books, which has Hare Krishna Mahamantra is there, Mahaprabhu is everything we have. And he is even feeding us with his lotus palms. He is feeding us in our mouth. Still we are not ready to accept it. This is the problem. So we are so grateful to that. We are so grateful to Srila Prabhupada. Only because of him, we are all sitting here, dear devotees. Otherwise, we would have again missed that opportunity. We would have definitely spoiled one more human form. We have spoiled, we have missed many opportunities in the past. So many human forms, so many times we got human form, we did not utilize it properly. Now this is the time. Somehow by Krishna's divine mercy, we are now in the moment of Prabhupada. We are in the family of Prabhupada. Such a selfless Acharya, such a great soul. No Acharya like Prabhupada in the past or future. Again I am repeating. Because of his costless mercy, we are all sitting here, dear devotees. So let us pay our gratitude to that great soul who is an eternal associate of Krishna, Radharani. He is serving there, and he came for all of us out of compassion for all of us, to save all of us from this material world, to give Krishna consciousness to everybody, not seeing any qualifications, giving it freely. And that is the only reason all of us are sitting today here and studying Sri Bhagavad Gita. Otherwise, we will be sleeping. I will be sleeping. Or I will be in the movie theater. Or I will be playing cricket. Or I will be doing some other nonsense. That I can say about myself. So all of you also can think what would be our situation. So let us offer our life to Prabhupada. Even this one life is not enough to pay our gratitude. Eternally we are indebted to him, no doubt. But we can do one thing, dear devotees. How to reciprocate to Prabhupada? It's not possible to reciprocate, but we can do two things. At least these two things we can. If we can do, then that is something which is great. Something, something great which we can offer to Prabhupada. One is accept what Prabhupada has given to us. Sincerely accept it and follow in our life. He has given us so many things, as we mentioned, Rajbhoga plate, Prasadam plate. Accept it with gratitude, with humility, and follow that in our life seriously. Seriously, taking Krishna consciousness seriously in our life. Because Prabhupada wanted to see all of us to become pure devotees, not just so-called devotees, pure devotees. He wanted all of us to become pure devotees. No compromise on that. He wanted all of us to be in Goloka Vrindavan. That means pure devotees only can enter Goloka Vrindavan. So he wanted that from us. So we can at least try our best. This is how we reciprocate to Prabhupada. By accepting the what he has given to us with humility, with gratitude, and follow that in our life with utmost sincerity and seriousness. This is the first thing we can do. First way of reciprocation. Second is, dear devotees, to give this gift what we have got, we have received from Prabhupada, and share with others. Again, while sharing, we should always remember that we are only Kripa Patras of Prabhupada. We are only instruments in the hands of Prabhupada. We are not qualified to do any preaching. We are not qualified to distribute any books. We are not qualified to do anything. We are zeros. But we are depending completely on Prabhupada's mercy. We are completely depending on Prabhupada's costless mercy. And he is the puppeteer. We are the puppets in his hands. So let us all become instruments in the hands of Prabhupada and try to preach, try to give Krishna consciousness to others, dear devotees. So these are the two ways we can reciprocate to Prabhupada. Otherwise we can't do anything. 100 lifetimes, 1000 lifetimes, we can't reciprocate otherwise. But if we do these two things, accepting with gratitude whatever Prabhupada has given, with humility, and follow that in our life as much as possible with all seriousness and sincerity, and at the same time selflessly giving this gift, just handing over the gift to others, considering ourselves to be puppet in the hands of Prabhupada, not taking credits for what we are doing, not at all taking credits, giving everything, all credits to Prabhupada and our Guru and our Acharyas, becoming instruments in their hands. And that is the success of our spiritual life. That will be the success of our spiritual life. Dear devotees, Gaur Premanande, Jagat Guru Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Samaveda Gaura Bhakta ki jai, Gaudiya Guru Vrinda ki jai, Srila Prabhupada Disappearance Day ki jai, Maha Mahotsav ki jai, Grandhara Srimad Bhagavatam, Shri Chaitanya Charitamrita, Shri Bhagavad Gita ki jai, all transcendental books ki jai, all transcendental purports ki jai, all book distribution BBT ki jai, whatever Prabhupada has given us, everything ki jai. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Hare Krishna. Thank you, dear devotees. I am really sorry that some are waiting for other meeting, so I may have to end here.